Oh my god. Oh my god. I have so much shit. Does not need to be right there. That is right there. And I don't need it right there. So I need to move it from there. So it's not right there. It's over there. Out of the way there. It's not in the way there. But out of the way there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what is the edit for? What does the edit do? Edit the description. Public. Everything else is good. Customization. Don't need a message delay, nothing like that. Alright. The screen definitely looks better this way, but it's like no one can get into it. It's like it doesn't share it. I guess. Alright, well, anyway, we got work to do. Let's get to work. I am going to need to buy more of this tomorrow. We can go grocery shopping. Probably switch to my other one. I'll use this one up pretty much. Pretty much. Oh my god, fucking tree. Why is there? Random black gunk on my table. Let's see. Looks like wash. Here we are doing another floor. It's the same as before. Just another floor. Getting all this done. My goal is to have this completely finished, put together, painted, ready to rock and roll before October. I want to run some haunted houses out of it. Some haunted houses, haunted house, D&D camp, like campaign, like some one shots and stuff. Hershey Stroud's got a good one. I got one that I'm working on based on 13 Ghosts, and I'm sure there's some other stuff out there. I also want to do like a clue, like a who done it. I'm a spaz, but a who done it mystery. I think that would be pretty cool. Do a like a murder mystery with this. Basically, hell, I could base it off of Clue. I mean, it's such a perfect, setup. You got all these different bedrooms and stuff and different floors. I do want to set it up where certain rooms are magically, quote unquote, connected to other rooms. So there's a secret, more. There's one secret passage in this actually that they built into it, which is cool. It's pretty fucking obvious, but I want to like add more to that. And so like one room will magically send you to the other room, like teleporters in the built into the tavern, something like that. The tavern is owned by some mad mage. That is pretty fun. But I definitely want to do a clue game, murder mystery. I think that would be really cool. And definitely something I've never ran before. I've never done a murder mystery D&D game before. So That would be a first. I've done a horror. I've done some horror games before. I did a haunted ship. The players didn't know it, but the boat was haunted. Uh, it was messing with them and stuff like that. That one went really good. Back then, that was before I had all my miniatures and stuff. I had a video tabletop though, so I did at least have a pretty cool dynamic ship for them to be on. It was on the TV screen and everything. So it was still, it was, I remember it was a pretty, I enjoyed it. I think the players did too. It's hard to do true horror in D&D because, like, I mean, like, you know, you're geared to fight dragons and shit and undead and all that. It's just a normal Monday, you know. So a vampire is not that much scarier than, you know, it's not that scary. You know, so the character like, oh, I'll just call the priest. But I think I could do a horror game where they're trapped in the house and all that. I think that would definitely make it better. And I know Curse of Strahd's got a really cool haunted house mission in it. The old Curse. Oh wait, is it the new Curse of Strahd? No, it's the old Curse of Strahd has the haunted house. So, but anyway, that's what I want to do with this. So that's why I want to get this done by October, and I think I should. I mean, we haven't even started September. We're about to, but I already got it. I'm already working on the last floor right now, so I'll have it all printed and everything. And let's see, I should be able to see. I don't see on mine, but I need to kind of stick with it though, just in case something happens and I have to reprint something. That would suck. Otherwise, that would put me way behind schedule. If I have to reprint something. I should be good though. I should be able to get this all done. In October, there's no the LARP that I'm playing. They don't have an event here in October, which I think is really weird. And so uh, I'll have that whole month free. So what I'm thinking about doing is calling one of the game shops and just asking them um, I could set up shop there or something like that. I think that would be cool. It sucks. The one game shop we have here in town that has its own Discord, so it'd be easy for me to let everybody know that I'm there, charges the people to play D&D there. Now, if you're a DM, they don't charge you, you know. But for everyone that's a player, they got to pay like $5 to play a game a day. I mean, which isn't that expensive. I mean, you know, but it's hard enough to get people to play as it is. And then the other place that doesn't charge, where I could set up and just make it, you know, anyone, but I can't advertise. They don't have any Discord or nothing. They got like a YouTube, Facebook group, but they got a Facebook group that no one checks, you know. So I'm like, so I'll probably use the one where the people have to pay. And I actually got people I know there already that would come and play. And then and I would just advertise, and then I would just run run the missions, the quest or the adventures. I would design them to try to be done as one shots within a couple hours session. That way I can set up a couple days, a couple weekends out of October and run the same thing and see how all the different people play. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And the only thing I would have to bring is my this giant mansion, and I have a graveyard that I built too, and a windmill. So like I could actually have a really cool big old setup where the players, I could set the inn up. I think what I thought I would do is call the inn like a mortuary's house, a mortician's house, but it's also a funeral home. So it's like the one-stop shop for the dead bodies. Of course, there's haunted things going on, and players get stuck in the area, and they can't get out for one reason or another. And and then that would be really cool. Of course, I'd have to come up with something pretty clever, but like I said, push comes to shove, I can just get them trapped in the house. The house will be better. And my graveyard has an actual fence around it, so I can make it work. Whatever's got them trapped in the house is also got them, like they can teleport to the graveyard, like to certain headstones or something. To certain headstones in the graveyard from the house, from certain rooms, some shit like that. But why is my eye itching so bad? It's like a gorilla. It's everywhere. You get this white thing on the inside there. Say it, I can't do it. I sit there and fucking do it. Good. Alright. I think that's everything that needs to have white on it has white on it. You might need a second coat, but everything's finished. Everything's finished. So that's good. And then the first floor I'm done with. All I gotta do on my first floor is tomorrow after it dries for a good 12 hours. Tomorrow I'm going to do the last dry brushing on it. But the paint that's on it needs to dry like all the way before I do it. Or I'll just move the paint around. I sure that something's not right. I would get at least something. All right, fuck it. Let's just end the stream. I don't understand why it's not promoting the stream to anybody. Like at least one view would come through. You know what I mean? We're gonna end the stream and we're gonna start it. I'm gonna see if I can